welcome to a new reaction video. Today we're actually going to be reacting to Chills' 15 scary videos that are a complete mystery, and I feel like solving a little bit of a mystery. We're going to be having a little bit of fun reacting to some of this, as I've done a bunch of Nuke's Top 5. I want to switch it up just a little bit, and I figured, what better way to do that with some Chills. And I know last episode I did it with lights off. I'm actually going to just keep lights on just because. So let's just go ahead and get this one started. Also, I'm over here because a lot of the credit that Chills has done for this video is over on the opposite side where I'm sitting, so I moved myself over here.
Up in this video. What the heck is that? Do you consider yourself a regular old Sherlock Holmes?
Hell no.
Well, grab your magnifying glass and your fingerprint kit.
Does this count? If I turn it sideways, it acts like a VR camera. Can I use that to be able to find my way through the bullshit that I might be finding today? I hope.
Because these 15 scary videos are a complete mystery. Number 15,
I'm a mystery.
In the hospital corridor.
I'm a random
Ghosts
fact.
aren't the only mysterious entity that haunts hospital hallways. TikToker King Mystery Us shares this freaky video filmed in the corridor. Watch the back hallway.
Immediately, I just see a child walking from right to left. Is it moving like a bed or something? Why are they so scared?
What was that? First, you see some mysterious figure in what appears to be a lab coat pass by, but it doesn't quite look right.
Is that a lab coat, or is that supposed to be somebody in a hospital gown? Because I'm having issues seeing what exactly it is there, Chills. I mean, if I look at it from an angle, it kind of looks like it. But at the same time, it could just be a child wearing a mask and a white hospital gown? Not exactly sure. I mean, that's what I'm getting from this. The bed moving, or whatever the hell that was in the middle of the hallway, that's a mystery to me.
It's too short for one thing. To me, it looks like it could be a child or a monkey in a lab coat. A second later, this even freakier thing scurries past.
He thinks it's either a child or a monkey. If that was a monkey walking around in a lab coat, that's one hell of a strut it's got. It's got a really good strut. If it's a child, it's late at night, and it's walking about, I'd be kind of concerned as to why it's just walking about in a hospital, no less.
That's even creepier to me. The thing isn't distinct enough to make out what it could be, but I feel the way it crawls looks like an alligator. I'm not sure what to make of this.
Wait. This here, is it crawling? I thought that was just something that was like on wheels, sliding itself across the floor. I didn't realize that it was just freaking, oh, what's the movie? Exorcist. Down the hallway, but instead of going down the flight of stairs backwards.
Video, but I do know I wouldn't go to this hospital even if my life depended on it. Number 14. Grandma
Good luck finding
visits.
which hospital that was.
This TikToker was told by his daughter that grandma visits. He recorded her bedroom overnight to see what she was talking about. Posted to TikTok by Wandering Soul Paranormal. This footage was captured around 11 p.m.
The camera moves? Seems very still to me.
You can hear the young girl talking, and at one point the camera moves slightly. The clip lasts 2 minutes, and there are one or more voices heard throughout the entire length of the video. At one point, something appears to move on the left of the frame. Watch the shadows.
Okay, so he's talking about over here, there's like some slight shadow. Because of how low res the video quality is, of course it's like right behind me. That's the perfect place for me. Why don't I just shrink myself down just a little bit? And let's replay that again real quick, shall we?
Eventually, the
Okay, so let's restart it to where he talks about it.
Watch the
but yeah,
shadows.
just watch like right here. Because then you can clearly see the fact that It's talking about how it's supposed to be like shadows moving. But as I stated before, the video is so low quality that it's kind of hard for you to really distinguish what exactly is a shadow and not a shadow because there's so many pixels it has to work through for the nighttime. Me, myself, it could simply just be the fact that the child could be sleep talking. My sister went through that. There was one hell of a time hearing the story of that happening. Simply put, she stared at my mom. When my parents were together, she walked into my parents' bedroom in the middle of the night and looked at my mom, I guess, from what they said, like this, which scared the absolute hell out of my mother. About made her piss herself. And she ended up jumping up so hard, or jumping up so high, that when she came back, she accidentally whacked my dad in the face. And he was like, "What the hell, woman? Your daughter's in here. What's wrong, sweetie?" "I can't sleep." Just walks right back. It was funny as hell just hearing that one. So let's go ahead and continue there.
Eventually, the girl lays down to go back to sleep, but she is still talking. In my opinion, she could just be talking to her stuffy that she's holding in the end, but many people in the comments say they hear a second voice speaking to the daughter. Some also claim they've had similar experiences with their own kids. Are grandparents looking out for their grandchildren, even after they're gone? What do you think?
Hey, it could be possible. I mean, I'm not gonna shoot the theory down on that one, but the issue still stands. It's a kid. Their minds could be very active at random points throughout the day and night. I wouldn't be surprised if the kid turns out to be a night owl when they grew up. And even as he mentioned at the end there, where the kid's laying down and talking to her stuffed animal, I would imagine it was supposed to be like a unicorn or something because of the horn, or it could have been a narwhal. Um, they were probably just so active that they were trying to talk themselves back to sleep. I mean, I couldn't hear a second voice personally, but that again, that's just me, and I've got like low end headphones.
Number 13, Wailing Ghost. What would you do if you heard this sound in an empty office building at night? YouTuber King Tengu shares this video of what he assumes is a ghost at his mother's workplace. The creepiest thing is, you can still faintly hear the wailing sound in the elevator. While I agree with the comments that this is definitely freaky, I also think it could just be another worker in the building trying to scare this person recording. Ghost or not, I'd have a hard time not clocking out early after hearing this.
That was something I was definitely going to bring up too. Like, how do we know that it's not like a coworker or maybe just an employee that worked really late? Because I know there are some countries out there that it doesn't matter what job you're in. If you're in an office building, you try to work until you get that done before the deadline is met, even if it means working a little bit of overtime. Because I know there are some people out there that'll work till like 9, 10 o'clock at night just to be able to make ends meet, or they'll take the work home and try to do it. But if you're by yourself and you know you're by yourself inside that building, and you know that there's like no one should be in the building, and you're hearing that, that's the point in time where I get a hold of somebody to come check out the building for me, because I'd be cowering in the supply closet with it locked. I mean, if it was an abandoned building, I'd probably go check it out, but if there's actually other people there, then I'd probably be kind of concerned. This wailing almost sounds
Number
like somebody wants to
12,
play around.
Mysterious Creature, shared by YouTuber Eyes Under the Bed and originally posted by TikToker PG Stories. This creepy creature was captured on camera in a parking garage.
When the hell was that?
The creature looks to me like a house elf or like Smeagol. It's got a pale flesh-like coloring, a hunchback, bald head, and is short in stature with long arms.
I was gonna say, I would definitely agree with the house elf part. the head is too
The
the he,
mysterious
the
creature
head is too
dodges
oddly
the
shaped
camera
for
and
it.
dives under a neighboring car, clearly on the run. I can't tell if this is real or not, but if it's CGI, it's a fantastic effort. Number 10,
Yeah,
hotel
that's a
room
definitely agreeable statement.
poltergeist. YouTuber Mel3385 woke up to a bang in her hotel room. This is what she found.
The heck? Hello? Oh my.
Oh, jeez.
And if that wasn't scary enough, when she returned to the bedroom, this happened.
Oh. Yeah, I definitely say at that point you got a poltergeist. Or some really strong entity. I mean, I know poltergeists are known to be moving a lot of stuff around.
I hope she left a hotel review that poltergeists are running amok here and will disturb your sleep. No.
Now, if you're curious as to why the faucet was running, apparently a common theory of the spectral energy system, in my thought process on it, essentially anything running like electricity or apparently water gives supernatural and paranormal entities some strength. I don't know entirely about supernatural, but I know paranormal. There's definitely running theory on them gaining energy by water and electricity. Simply put, because of the natural energy flow that they provide. The water, at least. Electrical can be kind of like a hit or miss on that one. But I mean, battery packs are known to drain after full charges. Faucets are like a natural source because, again, running water. I mean, that's why there may be days where a popular ghost hunting team could go to a hotel and it could just be a hit or miss if they get any form of evidence. On a good day, they might get a bunch of stuff. On a bad day, they might not really get anything. But if it's thunderstorming outside, or if there is like a severe weather situation going on outside, and the energy on the inside is basically amped up, you're going to get a lot of paranormal situations going on. I know that from experience because over my grandpa Jack's house, uh, hang on, let me try that again. Over at my grandpa's house, his house used to be an old orphanage, and there is a bunch of different stories that I could tell about that one. Mine in particular, years ago, we had Hurricane Ike, like the far end of Hurricane Ike, pass through our pass over his house. It was like a 12th, in my opinion, of the power of the leftover hurricane as it was finishing up. And it knocked out the power for like 3 days. On the first night, everyone had like their own little flashlights, candles, whatever, to be able to light their way through the night if they needed to go to the bathroom or do whatever. Well, I kept hearing a bunch of different noises, so I kept walking around. And we know for a fact it's haunted. We're not sure by what. Whether it be some of the kids that used to live there or something. But I've heard breaths, I've heard footsteps, and I have seen shadows moving around in every floor of the building except for the attic. I know there's a like a hatch that they could open up at the ceiling, but I have not actually gone up there myself. I would love to at some point, but I've only ever gone to the basement a small handful of times, and I've been upstairs and down in the first floor like practically every time I'm there. But yeah, there's a lot of things that could go on, especially during a very big storm, that could cause entities to just ramp up the activity.
Number 9, ghostly figure captured at around midnight on a family ranch. This creepy figure has everyone creeped out. According to Redditor Clayton,
It's over on the right-hand side of the
his
screen,
girlfriend's cousin lives
I
alone
think.
here. So who is this?
Yeah, I was looking at it. Okay. I thought maybe it was just leaves from the
The
system.
semi-transparent figure stands ghostly
Leaves from
white
the
at the
tree or
edge of the
something.
field. It appears to be walking or moving around in some fashion. Some in the comments think it's a banshee, others a ghost, but the skeptics are saying spider web or mist. After watching the clip a few times, I'll have to go with Rex Victor on this one.
Rex Victor said, See how it moves in sync with the tree leaves at the foreground? It's because it's also part of the leaves at the foreground.
I can
That's what I was
see
saying.
that now, but imagine if you were alone on this ranch at night and spotted this, it would probably send you and I running for the hills. Number 8.
Oh,
Ghost of
definitely.
Doomsday Daniel.
Doomsday
the
Daniel?
most haunted house YouTuber Sees Crazy Crossroads has ever seen. The ghost of Doomsday Daniel appears, but before they meet him, they hear a woman scream, and one of the crew gets hurt.
What?
I just heard a woman.
What? What the f?
What the hell was that? Wait.
Joe.
Wait. Is this like an all-male crew, or is there somebody outside trying to get a hold of one of their friends? Because it's possible they could be hearing somebody trying to talk to someone. Unless they're like 5, 6 stories up, then that would be kind of unexplainable.
As they continue to explore the house, they hear this menacing hiss.
Joe. That's a hiss, dude.
That's not
And later,
good.
they're given a warning.
That just said get out. It was a guy.
Was that Doomsday Daniel? It might be. And
That was
considering
clear.
What happens next, he's likely getting aggressive.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
Did you just trip over that?
Nope.
Finally, they witness some activity before their very eyes.
Oh my! Look at that.
Did that just fall over?
I think that was more or less tossed. I don't remember there being anything in there in the hallway.
What the? F
Doomsday Daniel warns them again, and this time they listen.
no.
Ooh.
See you, dude. I'm going out. I'm going downstairs.
Wait, was
I'll get-
that a face that was there?
Bye. See you, dude. I'm going out.
It almost looks like there's a face right here. Hold on, let me rewind that again.
Bye. See you, dude. I'm going.
Yeah, it almost looks like there's somebody here, like looking around the corner. You can, unless it's just me. It could be just me and there's equipment right there that's like on the far wall back here. But this looks like it's right around the corner here. This almost looks like a shoulder and like a pale head. With like somebody kind of like looking around the corner just a little bit there. I mean, am I wrong on that one?
Going out. I'm going downstairs. I'm getting the f out. Joe, come on, man. Seriously.
The fear doesn't end though once they're outside.
Oh, that's on the second floor.
Joe, that's a. It was moaning. You hear that?
After seeing this, for some reason, the guys go back inside and they're given yet another warning.
What?
Oh. Ooh.
We're not here to hurt you.
Back outside, they again see something in the window.
What? What's this sticker?
Oh!
What? What?
There was another image. There was another image, dude.
There was another image? What did you see? I didn't catch it that
They hear
time.
more screaming, though they can't comprehend it. Under the house, something is laughing at them.
Oh, you tell me that just laughed at me. It hit my head. Oh, you
Although Doomsday Daniel clearly has a sense
I
of
mean-
humor, I don't think I've seen a more haunted house than this.
I mean, don't get me wrong, that was definitely terrifying. There's definitely something there. But what if the get outs, especially the females, what if that one's like a squatter? Is that possible? That they could have also explored and abandoned, like, I don't know if it's necessarily abandoned or if it's like a renovation gone haunted. and that's where the Doomsday Daniel came into play. And this female quote entity, it could be a squatter, or it could be maybe a member of the team, unless it's just a straight two-man. I mean, I don't know the full story behind that, but my thought process on that one, I would definitely say that on a 1 out of 10 on like not haunted being 1, very haunted to being on 10, that's definitely at least like a 7 or 8. I would give it a little bit higher score if it weren't for the fact that I don't entirely know if it's actually two entities, or Doomsday Daniel is one of them, or what. I mean, they mentioned that there was an entity that left them in the basement. We didn't hear that because it was after that clip. I mean, we could probably find the video and look at it, but I mean, that's my thought on it right now.
Number 7, Louisiana Ghost Girl, submitted to the Chills Narrator subreddit by Hunting the Haunted. This Redditor wrote, Ghost Girl, a 10-year-old girl is buried inside this mausoleum in Louisiana. This was the most creepy place we came across. We had 3 cameras facing every possible direction, and this is what we captured.
Mausoleums will always be creepy. I hear the sound of footsteps, definitely.
There was no way someone was in this mausoleum without one of the cameras capturing it. Let's watch their submission and see what they're talking about.
It almost sounds like 2 different sets of footsteps. Like, you hear thumping, but then you also hear the sound of crunching. Oh, that's very prominent.
There were certainly some interesting questions about this video in the comments. Hippie Chick 66 wrote, it does sound like someone walking fast / running, but sounds very clumsy. Did you capture anything else? Would love to see. I would also love to see all that they captured here as well. Thanks for the submission. Number 6,
That's really creepy.
extraterrestrial figure. This creature isn't for this world. Posted to TikTok by Mr. Illusions. Whatever is hanging out in this stadium is something we have yet to meet. The flesh-colored creature has a humanoid body, its feet look like hooves, and its floppy limbs are much thinner than its torso, and then it lifts its head.
Almost looks like that weird creature from
Its eyes are
earlier.
glowing menacingly. It sees you. As it clambers to its feet, the creature appears clumsy, but then again... I think you'd better run. Number 5, ghostly figure. YouTuber Al Capone.
That one I would
return to a haunted.
That one I would have to definitely say is not real. I'd say that's CGI. Because if it was something running at you, you would have heard, and it said it was like hooves. If it was actually hooves, I would definitely heard some clicking of the hooves against the pavement of the stadium on the cement.
Cemetery to capture some paranormal footage, and they left with this.
Oh man, this is beyond creepy.
Again, it's always graveyards and mausoleums. I can't even make that out.
A ghostly figure is lurking in the darkness. Here's an enhanced version of the figure.
I mean, I can barely make that out.
Any human-shaped figure would be frightening to encounter in a cemetery at night, but I have to wonder
I mean,
if
I
it's
agree to
not
that.
just a statue. Al passes at least one white statue in his exploration of the cemetery. This one to the left.
Caught a figure on camera. There was something all white sitting on a bench over there.
So is it a phantom or a statue?
I'd probably be saying it's a statue. I mean, it doesn't look like it's moved.
No. Number 4, strange spirit. This paranormal investigation turned up a strange spirit, published to YouTube by Amatoff Paranormal. The team's paranormal devices are quickly triggered by something unseen in the vicinity.
That sounds like the REM pod. Yep, there's the REM pod right there. Now, if you don't know what a REM pod does, essentially it scans the surrounding area from its immediate spot. I think like maybe a meter or two, depending on how it's set up, and it picks up electromagnetic frequencies or EMF. I think I have to do my research on that again. I want to be 100% sure. But typically, if there was something, for example, I'm picking up my microphone. If something was to like get really close to it, and it would start like getting like really close to it, typically what it'll do is that it'll sound off like it was doing before I paused it, and the closer it got to that, the difference in color changes. It goes around in a counterclockwise. I think it goes yellow, green, blue, then red. And then if there's too much in one time, or if it's like really gripping the antenna of the REM pod, then it'll start like freaking out, and the center light will start flashing for a reset.
A short while later, more devices are triggered, and then
Caramba, galera, tá mexendo no garrafão. Pode mexer de novo.
Oh, it moved the bottle.
something is in the room with them. This does not bode well for the crew, and whatever is there gets louder.
Galera, essa janela fechou.
Man.
Caramba, Sérgio, eu sou Sérgio. Ali, mas aqui ninguém mexeu, ó.
It's stalking them throughout the home.
Essa janela aqui mexeu.
Ixi, olha o barulho lá embaixo.
Tem alguma coisa ali embaixo, cara. Vamos lá ver, vamos lá ver.
And at last, she reveals herself.
Quem tá aí?
Who is this spirit, and what does she want from the Amitov crew? I think she just wants to be seen. Number 3.
Well, if she wanted to be seen,
crawling
she was definitely
figure.
seen at that point in
Something
time.
mysterious is crawling across this field, and that something is ultra creepy. Posted by TikToker creepy_015. This thing looks like it could be human.
Where the heck is that?
It's the Rake.
What the heck is that, dude?
It's definitely humanoid, but being on all floors, maybe somebody gone feral?
But then it makes this sound.
What the hell is that?
Just straight. Just straight. I'm okay. It's coming. It's coming. It's run. Run.
Whatever that is does not sound human, in my opinion. It's a humanoid of some kind, a rake or a skinwalker if I had to guess, but without a closer and clearer image, you can't really tell. I think they did well to run.
Me, myself, I don't know what exactly that is. I mean, it could be just them goofing around, but at the same time, if it was something that was completely foreign to them, and it was something very, like, scary, it could have been a feral human. It could have been, as I even joked about, like earlier, the Rake or a Rake. Essentially, what looks like a very pale humanoid figure with really long claws and makes a bunch of different random noises to get people to come closer. Or a skinwalker. I mean, that one's debatable because typically skinwalkers return into something that would make you want to come closer, kind of like different animals, maybe another person. And skinwalkers are known to mimic voices, especially those that's known to them.
Number 2, Monterey Witch. This video is nothing short of flabbergasting. Published to YouTube by ND in 2016. This footage was shot in 2006 in Monterrey, Mexico.
So wait, this was posted in 2016, but was shot in 2006. Since 2004, many in Monterey have reported sightings of La Bruja in the skies, some from reputable police officers. La Bruja, that is Spanish. If it's, I do believe that's Spanish. I think La Bruja is the witch. Because I can remember exactly Bruja because, funny enough, Bane from Batman used it a couple of different times in some of the more recent series, but that's the only time I ever remember it. Or if I'm playing like something with like Blair Witch Project or something like that, I think they use Bruja in there. They were reported to have a bird-like body with a disfigured face and black or red eyes. When this footage
You
emerged,
can see
it
a
appeared to
figure
confirm
flying
that theory.
steadily through the air. It appears to be riding upright, most assume on a broomstick.
Hag Ravens confirmed.
The original video is longer than 2 minutes. The figure stays in flight the entire time and can be seen soaring past cliffs before disappearing out of sight. I don't know about you, but I find this footage fascinating. There's just something about it that seems so authentic to me. I've got a challenge for you.
That's definitely
Since
something.
you've made it this far, why not like this video and hit subscribe in the next 5 seconds? Because I upload 4 new scary videos every week. If you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT and tap that follow button to find out. Number 1. Haunting of Josiah. Josiah is being run out of town by the spirits haunting his home. Redditor Disasters_news shared this creepy compilation video of posts originally shared on TikTok by Josiah Worley. In the first clip, the poltergeist won't let Josiah sleep. Watch for the objects on the counter.
That's not
I feel like I've heard of
an
Josiah
anomaly,
before.
is it? Please don't let it be. Please, for sakes. Please, for sakes, stop. Dude, please let me stop, please.
But it's the rest of the video that will
Oh,
keep me up
jeez.
all night.
Dear God.
Progressively, you become more scared. I'm gonna go grab everything that I possibly fucking can.
Reactive.
The
Oh,
very
God.
active poltergeist doesn't even care if anyone's around. It will move objects, break glass, slam doors, fling blinds, move chairs, throw things, and knock them over on repeat. I believe Josiah
Wow.
may just be one of the most haunted TikTokers in all the land. Whether
That is definitely something, and having somebody being this haunted, I don't know if it's something that was brought into the house or if it's something that was already there before he moved in. Having something with this much activity and no way to really cleanse it, I mean, at this point, it's already really powerful if it's doing way more stuff than what it started doing. And if you're not being able to get like too much sleep, that's definitely a point in time to where you would just simply probably move out of the house and try to find some other place that'll be able to take you in. But thank you all so much for tuning in. If you enjoy seeing content like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel, so I plan to do more reaction content here. And if you would like to see me react to something a little bit different, feel free to leave a comment down below as to what you would like me to react to, or maybe provide a link and I can be able to check it out. As long as it's nothing that would cause me to get maybe sued over, possibly, please. And if you enjoy seeing content like this, be sure to leave a like and ring the bell for notifications for when I upload next. But as always, I'll see you on the next one. Have a good one, everybody.